Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1526, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What was the precursor to electric lights on a Christmas tree? Candles. What brand was famous for its little liver pills? Carter's. What is Scout's real first name in To Kill a Mockingbird? Jean-Louise. Ichthyophobia is the irrational fear of what? Answer. Fish. Many cultures, especially the Navajo tribes, are known to fear all kinds of aquatic animals, including fish. What kind of animal's kidnapping is solved in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? A dolphin's. What is the last name of Barbie's boyfriend, Ken? Carson. What river forms much of the border between Washington and Oregon? Columbia River. On average, a dragonfly eats how many mosquitoes per day? 300? What beer-centric movie begins with the MGM lion belching rather than roaring? Strange Brew. What wondrous creation was designed by Sostratus of Cnidus? Lighthouse of Alexandria. Lansing is the capital of which U.S. state? Michigan. What name is given to the study of volcanoes? Volcanology. In what country would you find the mouths of the Murray River? Australia. What South American mammal resembles a small llama? Alpaca. What was Urkel's first name on the TV show Family Matters? Steve. What is an Alsace wine blended from different kinds of grapes called? Edelzwicker. On what continent is Mount Vesuvius? Europe. In 1906, a call for higher vitamin intakes was made to decrease outbreaks of which ailments? Scurvy and rickets. What space shuttle did John Glenn travel in when he returned to space? Discovery. Glenn flew on Space Shuttle Discovery's STS-95 mission in 1998. What is the occupation of Fahrenheit 451 protagonist Guy Montag? Fireman. What event prompted the first New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square? Answer. New York Times paper owner Adolph Ochs hired a metal worker to build the ball drop due to a fireworks ban in the city. According to Toucan Sam, what should you always follow to find Fruit Loops? Your nose? The core of discovery refers to what? The Lewis and Clark Expedition. It was a specially established unit of the U.S. Army which formed the nucleus of the expedition that took place between May 1804 and September 1806. In which U.S. state did the world's largest recorded snowflake fall? Montana. Michael Stipe was the lead singer of which band? REM? Who was murdered along with O.J. Simpson's estranged wife, Nicole? Ronald Goldman. What are the 4 famous last words of the book 1984? He loved Big Brother. What movie did the villain Henry F. Potter appear in? It's a Wonderful Life. Who was the first female inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, was inducted into the 1987 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What is the only state that borders more than 2 Canadian provinces? Answer: Montana. The Treasure State has British Columbia, Alberta, and Saskatchewan as its neighbors to the north. What decade is the TV show Bonanza set in? 1860s. Who was president the first time the U.S. Congress voted to declare war? James Madison. On June 1, 1812, he sent a message to Congress recounting U.S. grievances against Great Britain. In mathematics, which prefix refers to 10 to the power of -24? Yocto. What famous athlete starred in the film Dirty Dozen? Jim Brown. What game does the Queen of Hearts order Alice to play? Croquet. In which decade was Elvis Presley born? 1930s. Ancient Romans boiled vinegar and what to make an energy drink? Goat dung. What popular show features characters named after famous artists? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Dodoma is the capital of which African country? Tanzania. What movie did Michael J. Fox learn to skateboard for? Back to the Future. In which decade was the first Vespa scooter manufactured in Italy? 1940s. Who was the state Louisiana named after? Answer: King Louis XIV of France. Explorer René Robert Cavelier named the area to honor his king. La Louisiane translates to Land of Louis. What American author created the characters of Rip Van Winkle and Ichabod Crane? Washington Irving. Which famous actor was offered the role of Neo in the film The Matrix, but turned it down? Answer: Will Smith turned down the role of Neo to instead star in Wild Wild West. Which one of opera's 3 tenors names translates in English as Quiet Sunday? Placido Domingo. Who was the first African American to be appointed as a U.S. Supreme Court Justice? Thurgood Marshall. What takes place in Happy Valley, Hong Kong? Horse racing. What is Mr. Sowerberry's job in Oliver Twist? Undertaker. How many sisters does Lincoln Loud have on the animated show The Loud House? 10. What was the first nation in the Western Hemisphere with a woman as head of state? Argentina? That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.